Hi, my name is Julia Canello and welcome to Wastewater Wednesday. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to mitigate risks related to wastewater. And a couple weeks ago we talked about all of the potential risks that are inherent with wastewater. These are things like reputational, environmental, legal, regulatory, business continuity, risks where wastewater could negatively impact your business. But let's look at what we can do to actually address some of these risks and make them lower. So number 1 is to really understand what's in your wastewater. And this could be things like your flow, your concentrations, the different components that are coming through the wastewater, as well as looking at the process to understand peaks and valleys within the wastewater and where things are coming from within the process. So, there could be parts of your process where larger concentrations are coming in, like the first few washes of your clean in place, or other areas where you're generating high concentrations, and that's going to impact your wastewater. So that's number 1, is understanding what's in your wastewater. Number 2 is understanding what your permit actually allows. And this is usually pretty straightforward, but you also need to think for the future and understanding what future permit changes, regulatory changes, because there's always things coming down the road to you, and staying on top of that is important. Which leads to number 3, which is working closely with your utility and really using them as a partner, understanding where they are at in terms of capacity. Are they facing challenges because they've been growing, or they need to upgrade their infrastructure? And that could come back to you as a large industrial producer of wastewater in terms of either limiting production capacity, expansion plans, or increasing surcharges. So cost structure may end up going up. Which leads to number 4, which is around your future plans and really knowing what you are planning to do at the site and how that's going to impact your wastewater. So if, for example, you want to double production capacity or add new lines, how is that going to impact your wastewater in terms of, are you going to be generating too much wastewater or too concentrated wastewater that the utility downstream can't handle it? It could also show up in ways like if you have corporate goals to reduce your water use intensity, and by reducing your water use ratio, you actually end up generating more concentrated wastewater, which can be problematic. So that's number 4. And number 5 would be working closely with the local community within which you operate. Everybody knows that you play an important role in the community in terms of economic, and really making sure that there's a clear understanding of the activities that you're doing, the water quality that's being discharged, and the role that the community perceives you having. So the community aspect is very important as well. So the opportunity, instead of viewing wastewater as a risk, we always look at what's the opportunity. And the opportunity here is to turn it to your advantage and to be really proactive and to think about wastewater differently and to approach it proactively so that you're not running behind risks, you're actually getting ahead of them. So thank you very much for your time.